Again, this is the closest I have been to crying in a movie since A Star is Born. And it wasn't even... Well, I guess it was trying to do it. How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. So How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World has finally come out, and it's already a frontrunner for Best Movie of 2019. But let me get through the story of this movie first. So there's a new villain on the scene called Grimold the Grizzly, and you find out that he single-handedly wiped out all the Night Furies except for Toothless, and the female Night Fury that you've seen in the trailer that I talked about way back in June. But now he wants to come for Toothless, because I gotta finish what I started. And Hiccup's like, I'm not gonna let you do that. I can't do a Jay Baruchel voice, don't get on me. But over the years since How to Train Your Dragon 2 took place, Berk and the people of Berk have just been collecting dragons and using Berk as a safe haven for them, which has painted a pretty big target on their back. So now there's a huge strike coming towards them where they're just gonna get all their dragons yeeted from them. And they have to do something. There's a lot to love in this movie. Of course, there's going to be like some sort of theme, something that's supposed to move you emotionally. It's an animated family movie. And now we have an animated trilogy to rival Toy Story. It used to just be Kung Fu Panda. But there's something about these DreamWorks movies, outside of Shrek, that they just get stronger as they go along. And we all know by this point that How to Train Your Dragon has some signature music. That's really good, and the music is just fantastic in this movie. It always gives you a sense of dread when it needs to, it gives you a sense of hopefulness if you need to, and it'll punch you right in the ribs if it needs to. I'll admit there were moments in this movie where I felt gutted, and I was just like, wow, I'm not about to sit here and cry in a theater full of children. The children will cry. I will not. We were also given a fantastic new threat in the form of Grimold. Like, you always know he's out there. He does what some villains fail to do, and is be a presence even when he's not on screen. Because when he's on screen, he's so in control of the situation. You can never outsmart him. He's always like 15 million steps ahead. So whenever you do see him, he's calculated, he's calm, he's cool. And you know that eventually, no matter what it takes, he's going to get Toothless. And it's just like, well, okay, probably shouldn't let Toothless go off and be by himself to talk to a girl. I'll even argue that Grimold was a better villain in this movie than Drago was in the last one. He did a fantastic job. He was a lot like a mirror on on Hiccup, but in a different way than Grimold, because Grimold is also a mirror on Hiccup. Why do I keep wanting to say Toothless? Is it because Toothless is a better character than Hiccup? But there's a huge message of like self-worth and finding your own identity, not letting other people determine your value, how much you respect yourself, how much you see yourself as worth. And that's very important for children, young adults, teenagers, old people. There's nothing more important for a person than knowing what they're worth, knowing what they are capable of. And there's a lot of kids movies I've seen lately that don't care about a message like that. It's the same message that they got across in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which is why I love that movie so much. Because for me, a movie goes beyond its plot, its narrative, its music, its cinematography, which, by the way, the cinematography in this movie is fantastic, even though it's animated. Because the thing about an animated movie is everything that's on screen is deliberate. Nothing's just a staging thing. You have to build everything that's on screen. But another thing that I really care about when it comes to movies is the theme, the message that it gets across. Is it delivered well? Is it worthwhile? And is it a good one? And I think the messages in this movie scratch every single one of those itches for me. And I couldn't have asked for a better third act. This is a fantastic way to end the How to Train Your Dragon series, which has been phenomenal up till now. The only regret I have is that I didn't get to see it in 3D. How to Train Your Dragon was an absolute thrill ride and an emotional roller coaster, and I will say that it was absolutely spectaculous. So, How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? Whatever it is, whatever you think, comment below and just keep me in. As always, if you want more videos from me, you know exactly where to click, and I'm going to wink at you.